Welcome to High Beams.
High beams.
Recording.
All right, everybody, welcome back. Hopefully, you've gotten to stretch your legs, that glass of water from all the smoke. Of course, if you missed a part in the film, don't worry. Your girl has got any and all notes needed taken throughout this film. Of course, mostly I've got guidelines, guys. We're all doing this on weed, so keeping up with the Jonesie is just like coming at you, a la weed.
Halloween.
And just my my thoughts as I go through this movie. And here we go. Sure, let's stop in this random place so you can find a cave to pee in. It belongs in a museum. And yeah, I mean, that's all three movies so far. Even as a teen, he's gotten people after him, like just chasing him constantly. He must really get his cardio in.
That's a good point.
The only reason that Jones is fit. Yeah. He just runs around.
He's always running.
Chased.
He gets chased by people.
He never quite makes it to the museum.
No, never. Of course, we see the whip inspo from the lion.
And the scar.
I don't know if anybody knows this one. Yeah, and the scar. Double crossed by the law, so it's nobody to run to. And that's a Bone Thugs Ghetto Cowboy song.
Nice.
Yeah, if y'all don't know that song, please Google it.
Shout out Bone Thugs.
Yeah. I would not want to get on that ride. The boat that he is on in Portugal. No thanks. Not. I'm glad Disney didn't or didn't go for that ride. Also, someone means business when they can't even be bothered to put their arms in their coat. Like, it's just draped over their shoulders. You know that, like, they're coming for you. Something big is going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
Also, the manuscript, very color by number. I was like, that is not old at all. That looks brand new. Someone just took the Crayola markers to that.
Well preserved.
Yes, very well preserved. Find the man, find the grail.
Save the cheerleader, save the world.
So he just said, let's keep it to ourselves. Indiana said, let's keep it to ourselves. But then blabs to the doctor he doesn't know the whole entire plan. It's like, what? Also, oh no, scorching rats. That is so horrible. I really hope no rats were harmed in the filming of this movie. And like, there's a boat chase scene. Why not just fight him from the back seat of the boat? He had
why does that boat got to be moving?
Like, and there was a whole back seat. Like, he got onto the actual like back of the boat. It's like, what? No, fight for the back seat. You got some leverage there, buddy.
I'm prepared to die.
Yeah, I mean, my soul is prepared. How about yours?
Drama. Just saying. Dramatic pause. Dramatic staging.
He killed it.
How is Kazim? How is his hair completely dry after the boat scene? Like, they didn't even try there. Like,
it's just the Back to the Future outfit.
Yeah,
just a different shooting day. All right.
Yeah.
Don't ask questions. I'm not gonna let water touch you.
Wasn't in the sea or the ocean just now. It's fine. Also, isn't Elsa German? Question mark. That's
Austrian.
What I thought at that point in time.
Yeah.
Well, right. I mean,
but they really lean her into just being like a Nazi. But yeah, like, how do you not know? That was my number one note.
That's why it's like questionable. Like, why would he trust? I don't know. Also, go easy on his ear. She is like macking his ear real hard.
Scarred me as a prepubescent teen. Like, what is she doing?
Ew.
Is this what sex is?
That's not the erogenous type shit. No.
There is 7.
And
first
also,
time trying to hook up in high school is super awkward.
Yeah, this is second base, right? First base? I don't know. But like, so she's easy for kissing him, Indiana, without consent, but him in shooting her face is okay. Like
very 1989, right?
Very, very, and also very 1938, which is when this was supposed to have taken place.
At least they're not being racist towards India this time, I guess.
Yeah. But like, such machismo, just riddled with it. Also, is this the first we see Indy like with really heavy artillery? It didn't feel right to me. He
did have an RPG in that first one.
Okay, because I was like, he just like
Brent's like he had a bazooka.
He is one of those characters. It's almost like Batman that I feel like doesn't really use guns. They just like end up in his hand every now and then. It's like it's just conveniently sitting there. He's like, oh,
it's just like he had this machine gun. He just like tore him up, and I was like, not.
I think you're right. It doesn't feel right. It is weird.
Feel right.
But they're Nazis.
Yeah, that's true. That's the only way that it feels right. Never mind.
Fair.
I'm fine.
Also a little incestuous, no? Meaning Elsa got in between the Joneses.
I've seen a few documentaries online that may have, I don't know.
Yeah. Also, again, I think I questioned a lot of Indy's moves. Why wouldn't he have waited till they were away from the shore to start up the motorcycle?
He was like the plan was working.
Right.
Yeah. They got in the boat.
Pacing.
A little bit.
Pacing.
Like,
Pacing. We gotta go. So this movie was.
Also, Elsa, was she sad about the books burning? There was a confusing moment where I was like, is she sad that they're burning the books, or is she like
I feel like that's a one humanistic moment.
She's a historian, remember? She's like
she's also a Nazi. Like,
you're so right.
Never know. You never know.
Always, that's the one-up card,
Yeah.
Nazi.
Also, why don't we travel by blimp anymore? What happened to that?
The fucking Nazis. See?
Nazis.
Fucking Nazis. They ruined it. Forever. They ruined mustaches and fucking Zeppelins.
Yeah. Also, like, who would have thought the birds would be their demise? So sad.
You gotta remember your Charlemagne, Jones.
Yeah. I wrote LOL secret handshake.
It was so awkward but cute.
Yeah.
Right.
They have them in the belly of that steel beast.
Right.
I swear
John Rhys Davies, dude. Every time John Rhys Davies' line was a fastball. It was so good.
Again, I brought this up on the last podcast, but how does the whip not hurt when grabbing stuff? Like, very clearly in the very beginning, when he's introduced to the whip, it gets whipped and he bleeds, and he has a scar in his chin.
And then he's like, oh, whatever.
Yeah, but then he can just
adrenaline, dude. There's a lion in front of me.
I don't know. Very confused on how whips work.
I'm telling you guys,
knows.
100%. If there's a giant death beast of a lion in front of you, you're not worried about that scar. You're like, this lion is the bigger problem.
Yeah, it's fight or flight. One time I blacked out after a concert. I don't know how I got home, but I had a giant cut and I now have the similar scar on my face. But apparently I walked in on my friends having a Home Alone Christmas party and they were all like having a great time and bleeding me. Just walked in, got to my bed and did it. So it's like, you just work through it.
Absolutely. I'm still very confused on how whips work. So that's, I think, where I'm at with that.
It's not like a giant red herring. I don't know how whip works. I don't know what's going on.
I said, next on my Jonesie list, I said, oh, sweet smile for his dad. It was like really precious where you see Indiana.
They do have great chemistry.
Yeah.
Ew, what kind of a monster knowingly walks into spider webs? Like, they get down into the cave or wherever, the Cave of Wonders, where the they're going, and they send the soldier and he just like walks right into the spider webs, and I was like, ew, gross. No, you
Nazis are gonna kill me.
It's a monster.
Spider webs are Nazis.
I'm like a bad penny. I always turn up. So what's considered a bad penny? I'm confused. I didn't know there were bad pennies. Anyways,
I feel like it's another old, like, archaic 30s phrase. Yeah.
Must be.
Out for pennies.
A lot of old people are yelling at us right now. They're just yelling at the podcasts. These kids don't know anything.
He chose poorly. And so they can't bring the chalice beyond the seal, but does the immortality still stick? I was a little confused at the end there.
I did always wonder,
really thought
because that would be a great setup for like Indiana
stayed.
Jones living forever now with his dad. Like the
That's
two of them are the only ones.
That's why he stayed, and his brother left. He like lived like a long time, like normally a long time, and was buried under that library.
You did it again, Brandon. You did it again.
Attention,
and you cleared up all these plot holes.
And I gave it right back. Yeah, straight up. That's what happened with the brother. So like the brother left.
Right, I get that.
And so the brother dies
to age once you pass the seal.
Yeah, he aged. You start to age. That's why that one guy was
okay. So, but back to really quick to button up Jonesie's list, because he poured from the chalice onto Indiana, poured onto the chalice his dad and made him drink it. It just heals you and makes you.
Yeah.
But then once you pass beyond the seal, he would just age as regular.
Now they could just chill there and be like, "Bring me a lot of books, motherfuckers. I'm gonna hang out and gain some knowledge here."
I always like that effect, that the bullet wound with
the bubbly. It looks like you put hydrogen peroxide on it,
like Alka-Seltzer. Yeah, I really like that effect. Yeah.
We named the dog Indiana. That's how I close out.
We named the dog Indiana.
The Jonesies list.